So, Rick, on to the next game. Obviously, is that the mentality around here? And considering who's coming in here, I would imagine you've turned the page.
Oh yeah, you have to. Like I said, the game before that, we turned the page. We had a good practice, and once again, I thought we had a really good effort. We just watched video. Our breakouts were really good. I asked them to go to the net. A lot more chances by going to the net. Our neutral zone was. Every aspect of our game was good.
I don't know if you saw or read what Derek Stepan said after the game, but it was extremely positive to all of us given what's going on here, and I would imagine that pleases you from guys like him and some of the other vets.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, everybody hates losing. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going home. You're like, you lose. It's losing sucks, right? But I think when you just pull everything back and kind of look for what it is, I think a lot of the categories that we've been doing, we've been improving, and we're a competitive team, and some bad breaks. I mean, some bad breaks have happened, since the start of the year. But nobody's been whining. Nobody's been, not working, and that's the big key to this team, especially young guys, because this sets the foundation. This is a big foundation step for this organization.
How much are you teaching is mental now too? You kind of take on the role of a psychologist when there's struggles, and to keep attitudes and whether it's talking individually or just keep spirits up with something like this.
And that's a big key. I keep saying the word energy, but when you lose, sometimes some guys will lose. It's not faith. They just they're down, so they're not as sharp at practice. And there's things that the guys have, I believe, have worked on that has helped. Like our battles and steals, our numbers weren't as good at the start of the year, and last game was better. We're not near to a playoff team caliber to win battles and steals. And to me, that's body. It's not so much compete; it's body position, and it's stuff that we have to, it's a little teaching points that we're going to have to really be diligent on. So that's the key for me, is just staying on those teaching points and teach even more than we ever have before.
Is there any experiences as a coach or player that you're drawing on to help you lead the team through this time?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know it's a totally different team, and I'm not going there, but I know in Pittsburgh with Sully there, I think he lost his first 5 games. So the one thing I learned from him, he stayed with the battle. I mean, he didn't waver just because you lose 5-6 games. You're not going to just all of a sudden change everything. Mm-hmm. So we've stuck with the system and stuff. We've stuck with some, we tweak obviously here and there, and the results are coming, inch by inch. Like I said, the scoreboard at the end, and that's what matters. Obviously, the results. But if a guy's getting better, and if a team's getting better in certain aspects, I think that's a win for this hockey club right now.
And I know the focus is on your team, but I'll ask anyway. With Chicago coming in here, they're a team that has a lot of star power, and they're struggling. What are you expecting against them, and how do you prepare for them?
Well, the worst thing to play against them is to back off. If we start skating backwards and play a 1-4 against that team, you're in trouble. So I think we have to play an aggressive, smart style. We got to gap up. We got to make sure we reload. Patrick Kane starts winding up. We got to match his speed. And, you can't back off on him. He wants you to back off. That's what we got to do, and we have to be confident in doing that. We can't just oh no, it's Chicago, let's start backing up. We got to press. It's like Ken Hitchcock said. I like the way the Coyotes play. They pressed. We have to have that attitude against Chicago, New York, Islanders, Devils, all those guys. We're playing on the road trip.